Yeah, we've learned a lot in the last year since we started selling Pegisys, and some of it, we've had some enhancements in terms of software that I think finally make the tool run the way we wanted it to run from the beginning, and that's all released. And we've also gotten a lot of market feedback in terms of what people wanted in the tool and how we bundle it. And there are two really significant features of this tool that set it apart from the other scan products or diagnostic products we sell. One of them is the direct hit technician, and the other is the J2534 reprogramming. And both of those items were optional. So when you bought a 3825, if you want to do vehicle reprogramming, you still had to buy a 3825-08 vehicle reprogramming kit. And we had a lot of people buying these tools thinking they could reprogram vehicles, and then they get the tool, and Tim's shaking his head. And so what we've done is we are eliminating the 3825, and we're going to what's called a 3825J. All of your inventory is being transitioned over. There's no hardware change. It's just what we include in the kit. And a very nominal increase in price. It's $100. It's the end user increase to go from the old one to the J. And what we've done is when you get a J kit, we include the J2534 reprogramming. We include the direct hit technician. So a lot of extra value there. One thing we had to do to compensate for that is we dropped the original subscription, which was 12 months, down to 6 months. Now, one thing we want to educate you a little bit on is, because we're talking about this vehicle reflash, J2534. One of the other customer issues is they buy a Pegisys, they buy, or they don't buy originally, they get the J2534 kit and they think, I'm set, now I can reflash, reprogram vehicles. Not yet. The internet connects to a PC, which is not included with a Pegisys. The PC connects to the Pegisys, and then the Pegisys connects to the car. Okay? So we're selling you only one item here, the Pegisys. The customer has to provide the other things, even when they buy the reflash kit. So the OEM, and if people say, well, why don't I get that? That information is proprietary. It's only sold by the OEMs. It doesn't matter whose vehicle reflash solution they choose. Everybody has to go and buy the OEM. Now, the other piece of feedback we got was a lot of people wanted a trading kit. They have an existing scan tool, and this is an expensive piece, so they're looking for a trading kit. So we came out with a JT kit, the T being for trade-in. And the way it works is if they have an old scan tool, which almost everybody does now, when they return that old scan tool being a device that can give you live data, not just a $50 code reader, they will get a European starter kit, which is software and cables, and we will extend their domestic and Asian software 6 months additional subscription. So by sending in an old scan tool, they're getting European software and cables with a 12-month subscription, and they're extending their domestic and Asian subscription back to 12 months. That's about a $1,250 value. And this kit is only $100 more. So our expectation is 90% of your sales will be these. 90% of your inventory is JT kit stuff. Okay. One other item we want to talk about, which kind of loses focus on, is this is a 3825 or 3825J or JT. Okay, you got a host with a 2-channel scope on it. And we got the VCI that plugs in the back. Okay? That's a Pegisys. We have another whole family called Pegisys PC, which is all the functionality of Pegisys without the lab scope. You don't get this, you get this. You hook this up to a PC. A lot of technicians want a PC-based product. So we have 2 renditions of Pegisys PC. 3828, which is the basic kit, which when you supply a PC, you then can reflash vehicles, just like you would with a regular Pegisys, and you get generic OBD-ii scan data on your PC. If you update to the Deluxe, then you get the domestic and Asian software and the full cable set. And again, your scan function, everything is done off the PC. You don't get that host mount. If I take a slightly different version of this, that's a 38, different open mold line.
Okay, so that's the only part number we need to remember.
38, there are 4 part numbers.
Oh.
3825J,
Oh, yeah.
3825 GT, 3828, and 3828 Deluxe, DLX.
Okay.
Okay? Now, 3828s come with 6-month subscriptions, always have.
To refresh.
Okay? Now, the other thing that we've addressed very strongly is the user experience when they actually buy Pegisys. Starting with now, just like when you buy a computer, there's a big README first document in the box. Here are the things you need to do to use your Pegisys to set it up. Okay? Including how to access the internet with it, direct hit technician, help setting the network. In conjunction with that, everybody who buys a Pegisys now, little qualifier, within 100 miles of a major metro area, is entitled to a 90-minute product familiarization session with an SPX rep, kind of like what we do with Robinair, except this is even a more formalized process. Okay? In the box, it tells them to call an 800 number or go to the website, log in, put in the request, I bought a Pegisys. They'll be contacted by an SPX rep within 48 hours, and the SPX rep will arrange a time to come out to their shop, spend 90 minutes, and make sure they understand how to use the tool. And we'll have a lot of questions for them before we go. Do you have internet? Do you have wireless? I strongly suggest that you coach your customers to really get the full benefit out of Pegisys. You need to have wireless internet in the shop. Okay? There is a coupon in the box for this on-site training, so everybody signs off on it when they're done. Everybody knows that it's been accomplished. Everybody's happy. Now, we also want to take care of the people who've already bought a Pegisys, because people now are getting a pretty compelling offer. Anybody who owns a Pegisys now will be made whole. Everything that the new purchaser gets, our old customers will get also. And here's what we ask them to do. Anybody who's registered their tool, as long as we know they have it, we're reaching out to them, customer service, phone calls, emails, etc., to make sure they update their tool to the latest software, which is free, off the internet, by December 30th. Ignore the December 1 date there. Okay? On January 1, their tool subscription, no matter how long they've had it, will be reset for a full 12-month subscription beginning January 1, 2010. They'll get 12 months subscription at no charge. Additionally, if they call or email SPX, okay, they will get a coupon for a free J2534 kit and a free direct hit 90-day subscription, just like somebody buys a J kit. Okay, so they're getting all the free goods or all the included goods and a full additional 12 months of subscription. They stuck with us. They bought the tool early. We're going to take care of our customers. All the SPX reps, we all have thumb drives. We can update the tool in the field without an internet connection in about 15 minutes.
Wow.
Okay, so we're trying to cover every way to do it. We find 40% of the people who own this tool haven't updated it. Half the issues we have when we get calls, have you updated the tool? When they update the tool, the issues are removed. We've also enhanced our support. Customers tech support is now 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time. They can email direct from the tool as long as the tool is working properly over the internet. They'll get a response back usually in a couple hours. If they're a little bit gun shy about calling our tech service, there are separate menu choices just for Pegisys connectivity issues, so they won't wait in the same queue as everybody else. And by the way, that's another thing about this tool. The upgraded subscription will know by serial number. They don't have to do anything. Okay, when that tool hits our server, we'll know to extend the date. And no matter when they bought the tool, first thing they should do is, just like when you take a new PC out of the box, you could have bought it this morning, and as soon as you hit the internet, Microsoft says, oh, there's new software.
To learn more about the Pegisys OTC Diagnostic Suite, go to pegisysotc.com, otctools.com, or toolweb.com.